So we are recording. So this session today is a strength training session because it's a Monday. I'm so glad y'all are here. I'd be in big trouble today if you weren't here. It was a hard weekend. Anyway, I'm going to use a chair. And you notice I have my chair here. And I have my weights here. Whenever that we're in class and I set up my station, usually those of you who've been with me in class, you know I have it kind of in a U. So we're going to be using weights. So I'm going to put my weights so that they're facing me and I can change them whether I'm standing or sitting. Okay? And we're warming up right now. And we're going to use a chair a lot today. Because, see my little pad? Here I go. You see this? See this? You think, oh yeah, hi there, Carol. You think, oh, that's a simple step up. But in fact, I see people step on their pad, and before they even go up, they have come in from back here and they've pushed their knee forward. Okay, or they've leaned in and pushed their knee forward. So try not to do either of those. Put your foot on there and think about the position of your foot to your knee before you put your load. See, and then whenever I bring my leg up in that loading, now I have a positive pressure coming down through my hip, my knee, my ankle. Because in fact, I didn't step up on this little tiny pillow. See, it's not very big, but I didn't push my knee out over my toe in order to step up, okay? So when I go to step up on my pillow, or let's say you don't have a pillow. Let's say you're just stepping. Let's just say that. When you bring that knee up, that supporting knee better be in the right position, right? So if I just step, pull the knee up, come back down, step back, step, I say right here, if I were with you and you were overextending your knee over the toe, like a lot of people do because they're leaning forward, I would say shoulders down, rib cage up, step, pull, step back. So I have my pillow, which you can use very effectively in your warm-up, because we're going to do a very simple warm-up with just a little step and with the chair. So I have my chair, I have my little pillow. It's all kind of in a little U pattern. See that? And I can just do some shakeouts here. I can bring my hands back and forth just like I'm walking. And here's my task to you. Once you've figured out where that is, or let's say you're not even stepping on a pillow, you're just stepping, okay? Don't keep looking down. If you look down, you're not using your, what we call muscle memory, okay? Now, if you're scared, okay, scared just means afraid. You know, some people call it scared. Well, I say scared. If you're scared when you're stepping up and you're thinking, I gotta look down, I gotta look down. See, this constant leaning out is not what we want to train ourselves to do. So again, tummies are tight, shoulders are down. This is our warm up. Hi, y'all coming on. Remember now, you guys can come on live with me. This is on a recorded session, or you can go on the YouTube channel that my son hooked me up on. No, I'm not trying to get 10,000 or more subscribers. I don't think there's enough of that many smart people. See, if you're smart, you'd come on and do this with me, because these are sane exercises, not insanity exercises. These are sane exercises. So what I'm trying to do is retrain my body position in this warm-up I'm not leaning out. I'm not constantly looking down with my head out like that. I'm keeping my tummy tight, my rib cage up, my shoulders down. Okay? If I do look down, I dart my eyes. I don't keep hanging my head out. So see this constant little warm up, step back, use your hands or not. If you need to, put them on your shoulders, keep your shoulders down. And whenever you step up, you have a padded surface. It's a little unstable, okay? You keep your knees soft. And it's a very adequate, very good warm-up, okay? And then if I start to bring my knee up a little higher and do a little crossover, even better. So tight tummy. You do not have to touch your knee to your elbow. I'm just giving you that as you're shooting for it. You don't have to do it. If you just cross over, for instance, and bring your elbow across your midline, and you just do a little turn, see, like that, and don't keep ducking your head out to look where you're going. You've done this now several times. If you feel you must, just dart your eyes down and do that little crossover, see? Tight tummy, drop your shoulders, little tiny crossover. Yes. Big breaths, breath, breath, breath. Step right in the middle. Couple more. Yeah, everything's all systems go, right? Hi, everybody. So this will be on the recording. So you can get on the YouTube channel either through the link that I send you, or many of you have pulled up things on YouTube, right? Well, you just plug in YouTube, and the name of my company is Fitness Concepts Plus, Plus. The plus is the recipes, and the one, I'm trying to do one simple recipe whenever I put them on. So all the recipe ones will be like a 5 to 12 minute little video showing you exactly how to put together this certain dish. So far, we've got the lasagna, the all plant lasagna. It's very good. We've got the bodacious beet burgers. And then we have the tahini miso forbidden rice bowl using black rice. I would love to hear if any of y'all got the black rice and made it up. Of course, you can do it with any other kind of rice too. Take a breath. See how we've done this continually, this little step up, step down. And the whole time I have a padded platform that I'm stepping on, so I'm kind to those of you out there with feet issues. I have my supportive shoes on, and I'm not telling you that you have to touch your knee to your elbow. In fact, some of you, I don't want you to try it, because you know what you do? The very first time you see me doing this, you think, oh, I got to touch my elbow to my knee. And then you flex at your waist and you come in like this. And I don't want you to do that. I want you to keep your shoulders down, keep your tummy in, your rib cage up. If you want to bring your knee up, and you can, and touch your knee, well, that's fine. But I'm telling you, you don't have to do that. Tight tummy, boom, and back down. Couple more and we're there. So I've used this little step up pretty exclusively. Talk to you a little bit about stuff going on. I see some of y'all out there. Nice. And then I'm going to come here, and I see I have my chair right here. See that? I have my weights right here. I'm going to go to a little sit down, but I'm not going to stay there. I'm going to come back up. Now I'm going to come back down. And you see I'm sitting kind of in. Then I'm going to open. See how this kicks in here? Then I'm going to go, oh, I decided not to cross my legs. See, I hip hinge forward. Then I rotate back, tight tummy. Then I put the other ankle on the knee. And I think, oh, no, I changed my mind. And I come forward. But when I come forward, just like I want you to do, when you come forward, I want to tuck my chin. And I'm starting nice movement ranges all through the hip complex, the lower back, the mid back. I open, I innervate my abdominal muscles. I act like I'm going to cross my leg, but then I don't. Then I lean in. Then I act like I'm going to cross my leg. I just put my ankle at my knee. Hi, everybody. Come on. So this one will be on the recording. Keep your chin tucked. When you come forward, here's the deal. Some of you, the minute you see me come forward, you do this. You see that? That's what I don't want you to do. I want you to tuck your chin. I want you to come forward as far as you feel you can. And each time you're going to go forward just a little bit more. But you're coming forward from your hip hinge. Then you're going to lean back and bring your knee up. I have a third dog today. Oh, here we go. This brings a whole new meaning to 3-dog night. Here we go, right here. Go sit down, Sheba. She's just looking at me. Go sit down. And then come back. I hope you guys are laughing at this. And then come back down. Okay, see this? See this? Let me tell you, if you do this correctly, you have the capability of waking up gently all through your back to your lower back where it gets so stiff right through here, your hamstring, your groin muscle, your the iliopsoas deep down into the hip complex, because see, I'm pushing this out. I'm pushing this down. I'm coming back in. I'm coming up. I'm not staying there. I'm just pushing this down. See that? And then I'm coming back in a little lower each time. And now I've approached where I'm starting to get ready to start loading, but I have really eased up the tightness through my hips just by doing this little repetition thing that we've been doing. Now, once I've done that, I'm going to put my hands here. Now I'm going to stretch the hamstring. So if Kathy's on this morning, gently does it, Kath. Okay, the reason I said Kath is because she works with a hamstring issue. Okay, drop your shoulders. Okay, you ready? I'm going to bring my butt off the chair, but I'm not going to let go of the chair. My knees are going to be bent. Now, just for a few seconds, I'm going to bring my butt up and put my head down. Now, I'm going to pull my toes up one at a time. And I'm bringing my chest right into my knees. Then when I feel the pressure in my head and sinuses, I come back down. See that? And we're going to do this 3 times. So I don't go into a head down position for very long. I want you to hang on to your chair, okay? So that's number 1. We don't stay very long, like a couple seconds. We hold on to our chair so we don't get disoriented. Take big deep breaths, all right? Then we really push our body into our leg and feel that stretch. And we bend our knees going into the move. See, they're bent. Here I go. Put the head down. Now they straighten. Now I pull my toe up, pull my toe up, pull my toe up, pull my toe up, pull in. The head is getting pressure in it, and then I bend my knees and come down. So that's what I want you to really understand and see about. Let's do it one more time. Getting into a straight leg position to stretch your hamstrings. You bend your knee coming up, you bend your knee coming down, okay? So here we go, right here. Keep your tummy tight, drop, push those legs back, pull the toe, pull the toe, pull the toe, pull the toe. The legs are pretty straight. Head is filling with blood. Then I bend my knees and I come down. Take a big deep breath. Bring that hand over the head and grab the top of your ear, okay? Bring that down. Now, the minute I did that, some of you did this. Look, look. And if you can't look, or if you're not seeing, that's okay. You did this. I know that you did. You did this. See that? See this? See, I tilted my head? That is a cheater move. But we won't call you a slug yet unless you do it again, okay? So I'm sitting on my sit bones. Number 1. My rib cage is up. Number 2. My shoulders are down. Number 3. Chin is tucked. Here I go. Take the head over the hand. Grab the top of the ear. This elbow should be heading to the ceiling. Say rib cage up again. Rib cage up. Okay? Take a breath. Then you just go slightly to the side until you start to feel this stretch. Then you come back. Okay? Release. And take the other arm up over the head. Grab the top of the ear. Don't tilt your head. Don't tilt your head. Because we do not want to put a slug label on you today. Even though if you decide you want to be a slug today, that's okay. We love slugs in this class. And then bring it back. See that? Then I'm going to go. Big hug. Everybody needs a big hug today. That's the thing that I've noticed a lot. People, even if I've seen them, you know, outside or, you know, I've had the few people come in, even family members and stuff like that. No hugging, no hugging, no hugging. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's crazy, isn't it? Okay, drop your shoulders, drop your shoulders, drop your shoulders, and then bring them open. Okay? Now I'm going to start with a light weight. All right? Light weight. And as I said at the beginning of this session, yes, this is a strength training session. But I'm using my chair as a lot of my modality today. Okay? So I'm going to get 6 pounds and then 6 pounds. Now, as you went down to get that, many of you did not take the trouble to, in fact, bend through the hip or hip hinge. And you know what you did? You reached over and you were in this kind of a funny position and you rounded your back. Okay, so I'm just calling you to pay attention to doing that or not doing that. Okay, 6 pounds, right? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do sets, and we're going to go up in weight very quickly, all right? You do your due diligence. So anybody out there doing this, do your due diligence and just stay at a certain weight if that's plenty for you. Some of you with shoulder issues need to be doing this with no weight because you have to get a range of motion with no pain in your dysfunctional shoulder until you put weight. Those of you who have good shoulders, here we go. So you tap your shoulders, then come right here and tap above your ears. Why do I have you do this? For the simple fact that if I have somebody do this motion, and I'm training them, and in fact, they can't get the weight to be in a good position, that means from the shoulder to here. Let's say their shoulder is so dysfunctional that they can't do this. They do this. When they push the weights up, they do this because they can't get it back here. Then we can't do this move with weights. We will start walking up the wall until they get their range of motion corrected. And then we will start with very light weights, 1 pound or stretchy bands or something like that. You see, I'm doing this with 6 and 6. So this is light for me. So whatever is light for you. Now, while I'm doing this, see, I'm just going to go like this. Boom, back, boom, back, breath, back, breath, back, right above the ear to the shoulder. Yes, and if you cannot put the weights above the ear and keep it off right above the shoulder, then you have to do this move with no weight. Breath. So I'm just reaching with my leg. So that means my stomach has to be super tight. Take a big breath. Here we go. Breath. 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 I got 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Bring the weights here and bring them down here and lean in. See this? Now we're going to work very opposite muscles, okay? So instead of using these and these, we're going to go back here, okay? So big breath, still a light weight. So those of you who have shoulder issues, neck issues, make sure you're in good position when you go forward here, okay? So we're going to, first of all, pull them up like that. Then we're just going to kick them back. And we're going to do several of those. So we're going to pull and kick. So it's not a kick as in using momentum. I don't want to use momentum. What I do want to use is my muscles. So people that have dysfunctional shoulders and or neck and or back problem, you need to be very careful bending in. Where am I bending in from? I am not bending in from my waist. I am bending in from my hip. And then I won't go very far if I need to be careful. See, I don't have to go way down. See that? My chin is tucked. My tummy is tight. So I can work very effectively through my upper body without hurting my feet or my knee or whatever, okay? So because you have a dysfunction in some part of you, figure out what you need to be careful with and then get on with it, right? Breath. So I'm going down a little deeper. You don't have to, okay? But I am just because I can, okay? Big breath. See, it's just a push out. This is light weights. So for me, these are 6 and 6. It could be 3 and 3. It could be 4 and 4. It could be 1 and 1. Shoulders are down. Make sure you're not rounding your back. Keep your chin tucked, but don't drop your head. There's a big difference. Tuck your chin. Don't drop the head. So I want to work on strengthening my neck muscles with a chin tuck and holding it out here like this for an extended period of time. You're going to start feeling it. That's what I want. Take a breath, push, breath, push. 2 more, 2 more, 2 more. Here we go. Push it out. 1 more. Push it out and come back. Big deep breath. Yes. Yes. All right. Now, do you remember when we were doing our warm-up today and I said, oh, I'm going to cross my leg. Oh, and I changed my mind. Remember that? Okay, we're going to put that move. See how I open? See how I open? We're going to put that move together with a move down that we're going to do. So we're going to come up here like this, just like that, and just do a little tiny punch out, punch out. See that? So I'm going to open, tighten my tummy, drop my shoulders, act like I'm going to cross my leg at my ankle, bring those weights up, punch out, bring the leg down, come back in. So it's a lot of rotation. through the hip hinge. See? From this position to this position. Drop your shoulders. Bring that ankle up. And so some of you are saying, well, I can't get my ankle up there. Well, then get your ankle wherever you can get it. Okay? If you can cross it over your ankle, do that. See how I just have that turned out a little bit? Halfway up your leg on your shin. Fine. Or up here. You get to choose. But what you don't get to choose is whether or not you round your back. Do not round your back just to cross your leg. That happens all the time. Bring it there. Ribcage up. Pull. Punch. Punch. Let's do it again. Bring it up. Pull. Punch. Punch. Down. Come in. Get ready. Change legs. Yes? Open. Drop your shoulders. Bring that leg wherever you can. Okay? Bring them up. Punch. Punch. Bring them down. Here we go. Bring them up. Punch. Punch. Bring them down. Bring it back in. Big deep breath. Okay. Just hold it right there. Bring them up. Okay. Turn. All right. Go down with the hands. You ready? Pull. That tummy is tight. And so what is the motion that you see me doing through the body? Okay, my feet are down. All right, but I'm hip hinging forward. Now I'm going back. So I'm getting a little more of a range here. See, they're out here. I'm leaning in, giving my chin tucked. Then I pull and I pull. Here's the deal. This can quite easily be turned into a swinging motion. We do not want a swinging motion. I see it all the time. I go walking through any kind of fitness center, club, whatever, and I see guys and girls with this move, huge weight, and they're doing, and we don't want that. We want to, in fact, pull through the whole range as we go to the negative work, then to the positive pull. We exhale, we breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, come forward, exhale, 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 exhale. Here's the deal. Some of you are doing really good with this, but you need to tighten up on your elbows. Bring your elbows into your waist, okay? And when you're starting to rotate back, tight tummy, rib cage up, shoulders down, breath. So don't start swinging on me, okay? Keep it very fluid, but very in control. Here we go. See, every time I come down, I keep my chin tucked, and I extend my back by saying rib cage up, rib cage up, rib cage up, rib cage up. Coming back, coming back, coming back. Breath, 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 breath. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Breath. Here we go. Stay with me. These are light weights, so we're going to do more repetitions when we have light weights, right? Here we go. Take a breath. Take a breath. Take a breath. Keep your chin tucked. Keep your chin tucked. Keep your chin tucked. Woo! Breath. Just three more. Just three more. Okay? I know Kathy's saying, did you know how many you've done? Well, not quite, but kind of. Take a breath. Okay, one more. Okay, one more, Kathy. One more. Here we go. Keep your chin tucked. Woo! And bring those weights right here. Put them right on your legs, right there.
25.
25. Yay! Turn your thumbs out with your elbows bent. Okay. So if you have a shoulder that has always given you trouble, something like we just did is exactly what you should be doing. More repetitions, lighter weight, and every move that you do of the repetitions, think, am I using the right form? That means shoulders down, rib cage up. Okay, keeping my elbows in, And yeah, you're going to get fatigued on the one arm that gives you trouble because, in fact, you're weaker in the whole shoulder girdle there. Okay? Take a big breath. Bring the arms right in here and pull out. And then come back in. See this? Just like that. Keep your shoulders down. Pull out with the back of your hands. And then pull back in. Okay? Keep your elbows right up here. Then you go across your chest, drop your shoulder, act like I'm there, patting you right here, see? Okay? This is just to release any of that tightness that you built up. Drop your shoulder, drop your shoulder, drop your shoulder. Breath, 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 and come back down. Good. This is still lightweight, right? So we're going to hold it right down beside us. This is lightweight. And I'm going to bring these up as far as I feel I can. Okay? So I'm going to come right here. See that? I'm going to check and see where that is. If you have a shoulder issue, some of you have a shoulder dysfunction in that you can't bring it up like this. Because the minute you do, something happens and you have popping and you have all kinds of. Number one, if you're having that, you can't be doing weights right now. You can do the move. You need to get to where you can do the move. So it's right here. And then you just take it out. See that? You do this with very light weights. I can't emphasize that enough. So here we go. We're going to come up. Okay. Don't curl your wrist. Don't curl your wrist. You're trying to get your elbows up as far as possible. Then you're just going to take it out a little, and you're going to hold it there. 1,001, 1,002, 1,003. Bring it in, put it down. Take a big breath. So reposition. So what I'm doing right now when I reposition is I'm doing all the little cues. Chin is tucked, rib cage is up. I'm hip hinging. I'm shining my tail lights. That's how you know if you're hip hinging. Okay? Keep your belly button in. Then we're going to come up, 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 up. Kind of like you're going to do like a shoulder shrug almost, but you don't. Then you're up here as far as you can, and then you take it out and you hold 1,001, 1,002, 1,003. If you're doing this right, you should be shaking just a little when you get out there. Okay? Reposition. Chin tucked, tight tummy. Yeah, you're pushing a little bit on your feet just to hang on here. Here we go. Elbows up, and then go out, and then go 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, 1,004, 1,005. Bring them in, bring them down. We just have 3 more. Are you ready? Chin tucked. Bring it up. Watch the position of your wrists. And go out. And those of you who can't go up in that position, of course, you're going to go back here. So you're going to go back here. Okay, if you can bring it up here and then go out, 1,001, 1,003, 1,004, 1,005, 1,006. Bring it in, put it down. Take a breath. Here we go. Bring it up and push it out. Hold 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, 1,004, 1,005, 1,006. Bring it in, put it down. Take a big deep breath. Now turn your hands. Now you're going to come up like this, and you're going to push out like this. And you're going to notice something. You're going to notice that it seems easier. Just by turning your hand that little bit, you're using your muscles totally different up in your shoulder area. So experiment with it. Be careful with it. Get your positions. So here we go. Instead of having my hands straight on like this, see, I turn my thumb up. See that? Then I'm going to pull. I'm leaning in again. I'm going to pull them up. Then I'm going to push them out, and I'm going to tuck my shoulder blades into my back. Breath, hold, breath, hold, breath, hold, breath, hold. Bring them in, bring them down. Take a big deep breath. Reposition, chin down, tuck in your chin, tuck in your belly button, rib cage up and shoulders down. Pull, push, hold. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006. Bring it in, bring it down. Take a breath. Did I say how many more? Let's just do 2 more. Here we go. Pull, take a breath, and push. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006. Bring it in, put it down. Take a big breath. Tuck. Get ready. Pull and push. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006. Bring it in, put it down. Shake out, shake out, shake out, shake out, shake out. Okay? Now we're going to do 2 more moves. Then we're going to go up and weight. Well, those of you who've been doing with no weight, you can, whenever that we go up and weight, if you feel you can and you've been cleared for it, then you would pick up just a lightweight, like a 1-pounder. But if you don't feel like it yet, just do the moves. Just do the moves. That's the most important thing. Okay, here we go. Turn your hands like this. See, like we're going to do a curl. See that? So if I'm straight on, I have my hands in here and they're coming up to here. But in fact, I want you to do a 45-degree hold. See that? Out, not straight on. See this? I'm going to go out about 45 degrees. See that? Now I'm going to say rib cage up, and I'm going to bring the hands almost to the shoulder, but not quite, right? I'm leaning in, my tummy is super tight, and I'm doing a 45-degree turnout of my hands. So why am I doing that? If I were with you, and I wanted to make sure you're in the right position, see, I would go behind, and I would put my hands on your shoulder blades. And I would want to feel those shoulder blades pushing in towards your spine or in towards your back to make sure you're in the right position, okay? Because if you turn your hands out just a little bit like this, see they're out just a little bit, and I'm just going to keep doing this because this is lightweight. Yeah, it's lightweight, so I have to do a few more repetitions. So I'm using some very important muscles around the shoulder blade, all around the chest and back by turning out 45 degrees. There's those of you out there that are okay with your shoulders, but you could be helped a lot if you would make sure that you slipped a couple of sessions of this kind of a move with your hands at a 45-degree angle out and pulling in. Okay, it would help strengthen some very weak structures around your shoulder blades, your shoulder girdle. Okay, see that? See how I lean in just a little bit from my what? Am I leaning in from my waist? No, I'm leaning in from my hip just a little, but I keep my hands at a 45-degree turnout. See that? Breath. See that? Yeah. Hang on with me. Okay, so I don't know what kind of weight you picked up. Again, my light weight here is 6 pounds in each hand. So it might be 3, 2, you know, just so you feel that you're doing something. See the turnout of the 45 degrees? See that? Okay, we've got about, let's say 6 more. Big breath. Hang on. Hang on. Keep your rib cage up. If you don't keep your rib cage up, you're going to go into a hunched over position. Big breath. Here we go. Make sure your wrists are not curling. They need to be in neutral. Okay? Okay, one more. Right there. Okay? Take a big deep breath. Yes. Okay. Last one with the light weight, and then we're going to pick up heavier weight. But before we do that, after with this one, we're going to stand up for just a minute. Okie dokie. So in this one, this is going to be a lot of moves from the chair. And those of you who maybe go through an injury time where you are not loading, let's say you have plantar fasciitis, let's say you have Achilles tendonitis, let's say you have something wonky with your hip or your knee or whatever. You can do a lot of work sitting in a chair, okay? Take a breath. Are you ready? So here we go. I'm going to open the legs a little more because I want to come down just a little more. I want to almost get parallel. See this? Some of you have a hard time getting parallel without rounding your back. I'm cautioning you, don't round your back. Only go as far forward as your hip and your groin will allow you. So right here, see, I'm going to go as far as I can. I'm going to keep my arms straight. And here's what's going to happen. I'm going to pull my shoulders together with my arms very straight. I have maybe a softness at the most in my elbow. But I'm doing shoulder girdle work with this weight at the end of my lever. So I'm pulling my shoulder blades in, releasing them. I'm doing this whole thing with my shoulders down. Then I pull in against that light weight and come back in. Here we go. Pull. Big breath. Keep your shoulders down. Breath. Shoulders down. Pull. Breath. Keeping that arm straight. Woo! Here we go. Pull. Big breath. Pull. Keep the shoulders down position and then squeeze the shoulder blades together. That's what I want you to act like you're doing with a straight arm. And in fact, a weight in your hand. It can be light. Doesn't have to be super heavy. In fact, I don't want it heavy. Breath. Hang on. Here we go. Let's say 3 more. You got it? 3 more. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release, shoulders down, squeeze, release. Nice. Put those weights right down in the holster if you got it, or put them down beside your chair. Now I'm going to go up into a medium weight the next time I pick them up. I already switched them. So here we go. Take a big breath. We're going to do one of the moves we did on the warm-up. Okay? We're going to hang onto our chair here. Our feet are a little bit wider than shoulder. I'm going to release my butt from that chair. Okay? And lift the butt up and put the head down just for a few seconds. Straighten the legs. Push back. Pull the toe up. Pull the toe up. Pull the toe up. Pull the toe up. Bend the knees. And stand up. Yay. Take a big deep breath. Okay? Standing right here. Turn the thumb out. Right? Just bring them right into the side. And come back out. Okay? And all you're going to do as you bring these in is take one leg, put it at the toe of your other foot, and then bring it back out. Bring it back out. Are you ready? So I'm going to bring them in, shift, bring the heel to the toe, right there. Bring it back out and bring it back out. So all I'm doing is going into a W with the hands, bringing the heel to the toe of your other foot, sharing the load, then shift, bring it back, little about shoulder width, bring it out, okay? So here I am, bring that heel to the toe, and then bring it back out and bring it back out. Take a breath, a couple more times, and then we'll be ready to hit it with the heavier weight, the medium weight, I'll say that. Come back right here. Big breath right here. Right here. Big breath. and come out and come out. Nice. Now before we pick up our weights, I'm going to turn right here to my little chair. See, it's right here. And I'm just going to bring a leg up and just tap it. See, I'm just going to tap it like this. So when you're tapping it, what I want you to do with your supporting leg is I want you to bend your knee a tiny bit. So I'm going to shift. I'm going to bring the other leg up. Don't lock this knee. See, keep it soft. Tight tummy, shoulders down, and go tap, 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 tap. Now when you're tapping, you're going to want to lock this knee. Don't do it. And then make your toes go straight out. Okay? So we're doing what's called an interset before we go to the heavier weight. Shift. We're putting load in a really good neutral postural range. So I'm going to go tap, 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 tap. I'm going to keep my knee soft. I'm going to keep my toes from gripping. Breath, breath, keep tapping, tapping, tapping. And if you'll remember this little move, this is a great move to do to help you use your back and your hips and your legs in a good position. Just a shift, a lift, tap, down, shift, lift, tap, 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 tap. See that? Yes. Then I just put my hands right in the seat of my chair, step wide, push back and come down and just rest your elbows. Put your head down and then rotate to the side with your hip. Bent knee, straight leg. Bent knee, straight knee. Bent knee, straight knee. Then I'm going to drop into my heels and then I'm going to stand back up. Okay? So here I am ready to go back into my chair position. So here I am back here, and anytime I need to, I can bring my ankle to my knee or just cross your ankle over the other ankle. You get to choose where. The point is when you're sitting and you want to cross your leg, two things. Open here and bring the leg up instead of what I see everybody doing. Anytime I ever see anybody cross their legs in a sit-down position like this, they do like this. They hunker down like this, and then they bring this leg up. Don't do that. You're setting yourself up for big back problems. You want to strengthen yourself. Stay rib cage up, shoulders down, open at the hip hinge. You'll feel this kick. Then you bring that knee up, and the ankle crosses over your shin or your ankle. You still get all this cool benefit, okay? Right through here. See that? Whoa. So anytime you need to take a break, you know, do that kind of thing or come right in here like this. So a lot of times I'll see people in between sets, like when I'm walking through a fitness center or club somewhere, and all the guys have just done a heavy lift, and they're sitting here like this, all hunched down like this, undoing almost everything they did in the lift. So there's my rant for the day. Don't immediately go into a flexed back in order to cross your legs or lean in. Now I've gone up one. Okay, so I went from 6, 9, 9, and in just a minute I'm going to be 12, and in just a minute I'm going to be 15. That's how it's going to go. So whatever you have, and do the position that you need to for your hands. So we're going to do some of the same moves. This is our second set, but it's heavier weight. Some of you cannot wait to do this. I know it. Stay with me. Stay with me. All right. So these right here are deltoids. A lot of times I'll grab a kid and say, and pat them on their shoulder because I want to see if there's a muscle there. Okay. And for women especially, whenever that we don't work on deltoid strength, because usually when you're working on deltoid strength, you're also working on this kind of strength here in the upper back. So that means all of this. You have weaker arm and shoulder muscles. And when you have weaker muscles, then that's what leads to osteopenia. And then that's what leads to osteoporosis. So we want to keep those muscles pretty strong. So here I am. So what am I going to do? Well, I'm doing a lot sitting down. Generally, all of my tapes that you're going to find on the YouTube thing, on the weight training days, they're pretty much standing. Well, this is one that will be sitting a lot, because sometimes you're going to need to pull one up that you're sitting a lot because you strained something. Okay, that's just the way it is. So see what I did? So I went from my knee, I tightened in, I dropped my shoulders, and I lifted them right to here. So now I'm going to do some of the same thing I just did. And what was my directive at the beginning of this whole thing? If you cannot get your hands and your shoulder in this position where it's on your shoulder and you can go to the top of your ear, then you really should not be doing weights, because you're going to be straining your shoulder, because you're going to be doing it out here. That is not what I want you to do. So if you got to really take a look and say, are my shoulders so rounded that I cannot get my weight over my shoulder and over my ear? And if that's you, you've got to go with a lighter weight or no weight, actually. So, see, I'm not gripping, but I do have my weights over my shoulder to the top of my ear. See that? And my elbows are back. Breath. And we'll do it with the elbows in a different position in a minute, but right now, it's right here. Breath, back. Breath, back. Breath, back. Go. Back. Go. Back. Go. Back. 3 more. Go. Back. Woo. Back. 2. Back. And 3. Back. And down. Ha ha ha. You loved it, didn't you? I know that you loved it. I know it. Okay. Now we're going to go from that. These should be what I call zinging. These should be zinging a little bit right up here. What's wrong, Mac? You want to do this? Mac is thinking I'm getting excited about something. You can lay back down. It's okay. I talk to my dogs a lot. Okay, are you ready? So now instead of hitting this again, we're going to hit the front. So we're going to, in fact, lean in. See that? And I'm going to go pull. Big breath. Pull. So what am I doing through the hip? See, I want some motion. I don't want to just sit here like straight as a board and do this. I want to move with this. But what I am not doing, look, I am not swinging, and I am not bringing them up here. This is the wrong thing to do. You come to the front of your shoulder. See this? You go down. You come to the front of your shoulder, no higher. Pull. Breath. Pull. Don't swing it. It's a pull right through those arms. So don't use momentum to get the move pulling forward. That's done with your bicep, your forearms, and the front part of your deltoid. Breath. I don't go very far. I just go a little bit because I want to keep activating through the core, because as I go forward and back, I'm doing a hip hinge. I'm coming in, keeping my chin tucked, and going back. Breath, pull. Breath, pull. Breath, pull. Breath, pull. Breath, go. Breath, go. Just 3 more. All the way in. Take a big breath. Take a big breath. Then bring them right back up here again, right where we were. Okay? I snuck it in. I didn't want to tell you. Okay. To above the ear. If you're a shoulder person, then you won't be doing it with weight. And you will just try to bring your fist above the ear and to the shoulder. Right here. See? Breath. Back down. Breath. Back down. Breath. Back down. Breath. Back down. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. And down and down. Shake out, shake out, shake out, shake out, shake out. Woo! Shake out, shake out. Put your hands right here on your chair, right behind your hips. See that? And again, I'm pretending that somebody out there has some issue that they can't load very well, or they shouldn't be loading their feet, ankle, knee, hip, you know, whatever. And I know that any certain time you've overdone it here or there, and you have to kind of lay off. So put your hands back here, see? And you're just going to open your feet, and you're going to just lift your hips, just like that, okay? So now, where's my weight? My weight is in the back part of my arms there, the back part of my deltoid, the tricep. Yeah, see I'm doing tiny little pulses through the elbow. See that? This time I want my elbow tucked. I want my elbow tucked in, tucked in, tucked in. They're not flaring, in other words. So keep going until you think, I can't do it one more time. See there? See, just keep doing little tiny pulses. Elbow bending, go, 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 and sit. Woo! You loved it, didn't you? So keep remembering, this is being recorded. This is the arm upper body workout. Letting your lower body rest. We stretched it, we loaded it just a little bit. So take a big breath. Put your hand across the chest. Remember we did this? So I see people do this a lot. And the very structures they're wanting to be kind to and to stretch a little, they insult. Because in fact, they do this move with their shoulder way up here. And they try to take way too far. Drop your shoulders. Take a breath. Go across your chest. Keep your shoulder down. And gently let it stretch. See that? Yeah. You're just recovering. You're not trying to get range of motion right now. You're just recovering a little bit. Okay. Big breath. Yes. I still have my 9-pounders, and I still have to go up one because I want to try to make it to 12 on some of these. But some of you may not want to go up. Maybe you've had it with going up. Maybe you just need to do these. Okay? That's all right, too. So I'm going to lean in. I'm going to open legs. I'm going to lean in a little. See that? How am I leaning in? So I got to keep hammering on this because many of you, the minute you see me go forward, you jut your chin and you round your back. So those are the two things we don't want to do. So we want to drop our shoulders. We want to stay rib cage up and tuck our chin. Come in just a bit. Take your arms right up here. Go straight in. So now I'm going to hang on to this heavier weight. And I'm going to put my shoulders down. I'm going to go shoulder blades in, release. Shoulder blades in, release. Breath. Shoulder blades in, release. Breath. Release. See, I'm keeping my arm pretty straight. My shoulders are down. My arm is straight with just a tiny little bit of a softness. And my shoulder blades are getting pulled into the back. Breath, go. Breath, go. Breath. Breath. Just one more. Pull. And put them down. Shake out, shake out, shake out, shake out. Bring your hands back here and take a big swoop right to the forehead, okay? Then you come back down, bring your arms around, come up, and as you're lifting up, see, you're coming from your hip hinge. So this move right here is a very engaged move. Okay, come right to your forehead, come down and around, and come right to your forehead. Careful, careful with those shoulders. When you do that big rotation, which is a normal, functional move for a shoulder, some people, because of their dysfunction in their shoulder, they have to keep their elbows very bent, or it wreaks havoc on them, and you don't want to hurt yourself doing some of this stuff, okay? Take a big breath. Yes. So I'm going to go up to 12 now. So now I'm up into what's more of a medium heavy range for me. Okay. But before we do that, again, put our hands back here, step out, shift, and come cross over like that. See that? Right here and cross over. So I'm on the heels of my hands. I'm keeping my shoulders tucked, and I'm going to a one leg hip up position. See that? See that? Let me tell you something. If you even did this, and let's say you've injured yourself and you can't do a lot of walking or jumping or or loading, this right here helps you to use all your lower body rotational moves, up, down, loading, without putting a lot of pressure on your joints. Okay? Take a big breath and sit back down. Shake out, shake out, shake out, shake out, shake out. Open your hands. Pull your fingers back. Pull your fingers back. So when you're doing a lot of gripping, I don't care if you're cooking or if you're doing computer or if you're lifting and gripping, you need to periodically straighten your hand, drop your shoulders, and pull your fingers back, including your thumb, and then press them down. Give them a break. I didn't really mean that literally, but you're giving them just an easement, okay? All right, shake out, shake out, shake out. Here we are. 12 pounds now I've got, right? 12 pounds. That's me. You might have for your heavy, it may be 6, or it may be 8, okay? Or it may be 10. Or you're just going to do it with no weight because you're still working with a shoulder issue. So here we go. Take a big deep breath. Yes, we're going to start with the deltoid or the shoulder. Okay, before we do that, bring your shoulders up to your ears and then drop them. See that? As soon as I dropped them, I want to open back just a tiny bit so that I'm not in a straight up and down position with my spine. So here I go. I'm going to lean in, drop my chin, pull them up and open just a little. See that? So here I am on my shoulders. I'm open just a little bit. Rib cage up. Say rib cage up. Open just a little bit. Take it up to over the ears. See, I'm still at my head. I'm not going any more. That much. Boom. Breath. Hang on. Go. Take a breath. Breath. Yeah. Keep those hands back. You're at your shoulders. You're above your ears. Shoulders, ears. Shoulders, ears. Shoulders, ears. Shoulders, ears. Shoulders, ears. Just 3 more. Just 3 more. We can do it. We can do it. Here we go. One more. Ah! And bring it back. Woo! Put them right there. Okay. Bring your shoulders up. Bring them down. Nice. Okay. Now we're going to go into the bicep curl. Okay. Just like that. And then with these, we're going to do 2 moves. And when we go down, we're going to go here, couple, and then we're going to go there. And shoulders in, shoulders in. Got it? Okay. So this is medium heavy. So you still should be able to do a pretty good pull with your bicep muscle. Okay. So we're going to turn it out. Okay. Are you ready? I'm leaned in. I'm going to pull. Take a breath. Say rib cage up. Hip hinge forward a little. Keep your chin tucked. Pull. Breath. Now my only caution here, especially if you choose to hip hinge, is do not swing. Don't use momentum to get this up. See, pull. See that? Breath. Here we go. Pull. Breath. Here we go. Pull. Breath. Hang on. So every time I come down, especially when I have a heavier weight like this, is I open my hand as I come down and they go all the way to my fingers. Then I pull them in with my hand muscles, and this whole thing not only works my bicep, my forearm, my core because I'm hip hinging forward and back, but my hands. See, it's going down here to the palm, to the fingers, then I pull in and I pull up. Breath, pull and pull. Then real quickly, we're going to come down, and we're going to come in, and we're going to pull in, and we're going to pull in and up. So I'm going in with my elbows. See that? I'm pushing into the inside of my, into the inside of where my leg is there. With my arms, pulling up, pulling up, pulling up, pulling up. Then I'm going to press them back. I'm going to rotate those shoulders. Rotate those shoulders. Rotate those shoulders. Breath. Rotate. Breath. Roll them in. Breath. Roll them in. Breath. Roll them in. Bring them back up. And drop them in your little holster. Or put them down. Shake out, shake out, shake out, shake out, shake out. Yes. Take a big breath. And good job. So that was how to do workouts with upper body and ease up on your legs. I'm going to go ahead and turn the recording off.